in this comic book and through my process of creating this comic book, I will be showing every detail, every step on how to write a manuscript, how to draw, how to paint, how to design, how to publish, all the things that you need to know on how to create a comic book. If you all follow me over this next year, 2025, you all will get the whole layout on how to do the whole 9 yards with creating a comic book or any kind of book you will ever want to create. What else? Through this process of me creating this comic book, I upgraded, like I said in my last couple of videos, I told you I updated my content. I updated all the things that I needed to enhance my brand or enhance my art skills and artwork. So in this video, I wanted to kind of like break down the process of creating characters, creating their personality, their weaknesses, their strengths, their all the things that come in a character world, or based around the character, where they live at, what is their background, what is their past, what it was like for them, how was they created into this world. See, all those things come about when you're striving to create a comic book, especially if you're making up a comic book, a character world that's unbelievable, or fiction, right? So as I demonstrate to you all in this video on how I created this character that I'm creating today, is one of the characters it's like one of the main characters in the comic book series, and in which it is a lion. And the reason why I picked a lion, because a lion is sort of like the king of the jungle. So in this world, he has the characteristics and personality of a king who rules this world. And in the process of creating him, I had to come up with what type of personality I really wanted him to have. And as I show you all in this demonstration of creating this character, I wanted to, it has, like I said, this comic book series is based around New York. It's based around the subways, graffiti, Staten Island, hip hop, skateboarding, all the things that come with the streets, and so in order to create this character and bring that New York feel to it, I had to go into a real deep zone where I can think, because mind you, I'm not from New York, but I've been in New York maybe this time for like I always say, about 10 years. So I really kind of adapted it to their culture, as well the way they speak, the way they talk, the way they think, the way they react to certain situations. So when I'm creating this character is more of sort of like the New York experience that I'm creating this comic book series in. And creating this world around this character is, I ain't gonna lie, it's a little difficult because trying to use New York slang, New York talk, is kind of hard when you have a southern accent. So it's like, what I'm striving to do in this comic book series is bring the New York feel more deeper, and as I go, the more I study the New York, because like I said, the goal is to, in all the characters that I'm creating, the goal is to have all types of different races and nationalities, because in New York there's many nationalities, many races, many different personalities, different cultures, and like I said, New York is known for Zoo York. And so one of the things, like I said, the task of creating this comic book is a lot challenging, because that's one of the reasons why me creating this comic book series was kind of very difficult for me, because it was hard for me to think of how I was gonna overcome the process of creating this book, because like I said, I'm not from New York, so I had to dig deep into my creativity mind to see how I could tell a story through a New York environment when I'm not from the New York City.